Hello. My name is Arav. I was born in a small village in India. Not rich. Not special. And until I was 18 years old, I couldn't speak one full sentence in English. When I tried, people laughed. My own cousins mocked me. Even teachers gave up on me. I failed English in school. Twice. But today, I speak on global calls. I earn in dollars. I help others learn English. And no, I'm not a genius. I'm just a regular guy who refused to quit. This is the story of how one sentence changed my life. If your English is broken, if your dreams feel far away, then this story is for you. Chapter 1: The Silence. I grew up in a house with no internet, no English, and no chances. My father was a mechanic. My mother cleaned houses. We didn't speak English at home. We spoke Hindi. At school, I felt invisible. Teachers spoke English, but I couldn't understand. I sat quietly in the back. Once, the teacher asked me to read a sentence aloud. I stood up and froze. I couldn't say Wednesday. The whole class laughed. I sat down. I wanted to disappear. That day, something in me broke. I told myself, maybe English is not for people like me. But deep inside, a small voice whispered, you are meant for more. Chapter 2: The First Spark. At 17, I tried to get a job in a local tourist cafe. The owner liked me, but said, your English is weak. Tourists won't understand you. He didn't mean to hurt me. But I felt crushed. That night, I sat under the stars and asked myself, will I stay poor forever just because I don't speak English? And I realized something: English is not just a language. It's freedom. Freedom to grow. Freedom to earn. Freedom to speak for myself. That night, I made a promise: I will learn English. Even if it takes years. Chapter 3: Learning without money. I didn't have a tutor. Or Wi-Fi. Or a smartphone. But I had an old dictionary. Pages were torn. Words were faded. But I used it. I wrote down 5 new words every day: confidence, believe, future, earn, respect. I practiced fake conversations in the mirror. Hello, my name is Arav. I am learning English. Those words took me a week to say without fear. I felt silly. But I kept going. I listened to English songs and translated the lyrics. I paused. Repeated. Wrote them down. One line stuck with me forever: there's nothing you can't do if you believe in you. Chapter 4: My First English Friend. One day, I replied to a Facebook post from a tourist. My message was full of mistakes. But he replied kindly. We chatted. Slowly. He corrected me gently. I was nervous. I sweated. I made errors. But he didn't laugh. He listened. And I realized, English is not about perfection. It's about connection. From that moment, I started messaging more people. Some ignored me. Some helped. One person even gave me a free English course. And I studied it like my life depended on it. Because it did. Chapter 5: Life Gets in the Way. Just when I was improving, disaster hit. My father got sick. I had to leave school and work full-time at a hardware shop. Dreams? Paused. Learning? Forgotten. I worked 12 hours a day, in silence. But one day, a foreigner entered the shop. He asked for a screwdriver. No one understood. But I did. I remembered the word from a song. I helped him. He smiled and said, your English is good. I didn't earn anything that day. But I gained something bigger: hope. Chapter 6: 4 a.m. Fire. I had no time after work. So I woke up at 4 a.m. No fan. No electricity. Just a candle, a notebook, and a dream. I studied grammar from a second-hand book. Wrote words 50 times. Spoke sentences aloud to myself. I am strong. I will speak English. Some mornings I cried. I felt like a fool. But I kept going. I repeated this line daily. Don't stop now. You're already in pain. Use it. Chapter 7, My First Dollar. At a local cafe, I found a post. Transcribe a video, $3 per task. I had never used a computer before. But I tried. Borrowed headphones. Listened to a 4-minute clip. Wrote every word. Took 2 hours. They paid me $3. I cried in the cafe bathroom. It wasn't about money. It was proof my English had value. Chapter 8, Building the Ladder. I joined more groups. Sent voice notes. Asked native speakers to correct me. One woman from the UK replied, "You're doing great, Arif. Keep practicing." That small encouragement became my rocket fuel. Later, a man from the US asked for subtitles for his videos. He paid $10. Then $20. Then weekly jobs came in. I still worked at the shop by day. But at night, I was building something. A new life. Chapter 9, My First Big Call. One client from Singapore asked for a Zoom call. I almost said no. But I remembered, I didn't come this far to stop now. He called. I wore my best shirt. I said, "Hello, Mr. Ravi. Thank you for calling me." I stammered. I made mistakes. But he said, "Your spirit is strong. Let's work together." That call paid me $120. Twice my monthly salary. Chapter 10, Turning Pain into Power. I quit my job. My boss said, "I'm proud of you, Arif. Go build something." I smiled. But inside, I was scared. I started freelancing full-time. At first, some clients disappeared. Others gave bad reviews. Even my mother said, "Stop chasing this English dream." But I couldn't stop. Because I had seen the world now. And it was waiting for me. Chapter 11, From Learner to Leader. I raised my prices. $10 became $20. Then $50 per project. Clients stayed. Because I gave more than grammar, I gave them trust. I learned to write emails, pitch ideas, and write for businesses. English was no longer a subject. It was my career. I hired others, one in Kenya, one in Bangladesh. We became a team. We helped companies with product content, websites, courses. And I trained them with the same English steps I had learned. Chapter 12, $10,000 in 1 month. A client from Canada hired me to write his full website. He paid $10,000. I finished it in 3 weeks. He said, "This is better than any agency." That month, I earned more than most engineers in my town. I took my family to a restaurant. My mother wore her best dress. My father had tears in his eyes. I said, "You don't have to worry anymore. We're okay now." Chapter 13, My English Learning Secrets, Educational Part. If you're watching this, wondering how I did it, here are my secrets. No shortcuts. Just truth. 1. Live in English. Change your phone language. Talk to yourself in English. I am walking. I am cooking rice. Think in English daily. 2. Train your tongue. Read aloud. Repeat videos. Send 1 voice note a day. Fluency comes from using your voice. 3. Learn 5 words a day. Make sentences. Repeat. Use them in real situations. 4. Use free tools. YouTube, Google Translate, ChatGPT. They are your teachers. Use them every day. 5. Make it a daily habit. 10 minutes is enough. Small steps, every day. 6. Speak with strangers, join free groups. Talk. Be scared. Be wrong. Be brave. 7. Write every day, start a journal. 5 lines a day. Improve naturally. Final words, the sentence that changed my life. My first English sentence was this: "Hi, my name is Ariv. I want to learn English." It was broken. It was simple. But it changed everything. And now, I say to you, one sentence can change your life too. So speak. Even if your voice shakes. Even if no one claps. Because one day, the world will listen.